What up, world? It's a big fact show. It's your boy Mark Waldo Ward. I got Thug World South artist Frost Forever in here today. Right now, he's pushing his latest single, Thug Party. Um, who's on that with you?
Oh man, we got the legendary Spice One, the Tennessee legend Q Bosilini. You got the Thug World conglomerate Aloe Joe on that thing, and myself blessing the hook as usual. So it's a nice club record. You got that old school '90s feel, so everybody gonna fuck with it. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air for as far as everything that's going on right now.
You've had a pretty impressive string of releases over the last 2 years. Is it the Thug World South affiliation, or I don't know? How are all these big name collaborations coming about?
And yeah, it's definitely from Thug World. I'm on the Thug World South label. Is actually a branch that's ran by Q Bosilini of the Thug World music group, which is Spice One's label.
Right.
So yeah, we're getting out of the big time names and everything just off of the love of Spice, man, because he's such a legend. He reached out to people, they gonna do it just because it's him. You know what I'm saying?
And,
Yeah,
and you
I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
and you from Kentucky?
Yeah, yep. Hopkinsville, they call it Hoptown. You might know it as Eclipseville. They had the when the big eclipse came, this was the best spot to see it. So yeah.
Who was the first
But no,
rapper from Kentucky you ever heard of?
first rapper from Kentucky. Well, it had to be. It was a group that did it real big. Nappy Roots, which
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
actually pretty cool with all those guys, especially Vito. Shout out to Vito Banger, Big V, and Nappy Roots.
Yep.
Much love to them.
Shout out B Stilly.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I definitely fucks with Nappy Roots. Nappy Roots is legends.
Yeah, for sure.
What's it like in Kentucky? I remember from there to speaking of Nappy Roots, they said they kind of had to go to college to make music, but I think some of that had to do with access to equipment. What's the music scene like in Kentucky? Did you have to link up with a label like Thug World South to be able to advance your career?
Nah, it's kind of like everybody around here just got their own little setups. Basically, it's big studios all around the area, so people just pay for studio time. But myself, I always just did it. I have a garage setup or in-home studio, something like that. Nothing too fancy, but you get the music done.
Other than you, who's popping in Kentucky right now?
Oh man, it's a whole lot of artists, man. It's a whole lot. Everybody trying to do their thing. Shout out to my homie Trez Bell on the R&B scene. He's making moves. Foge, it's a rapper called Foge. He's doing it real big. Too many people to name. I don't want to, get to rambling, and I forget people and stuff. But shout out to everybody doing their things. A lot of people.
And
Kentucky, for real, it's a lot of talent here.
almost definitely. And since you've been on Thug World South, I assume you've been to Nashville. Have you been out to California?
No, I ain't been to Cali yet. That's actually in the works. We're supposed to head out there, and because with all these features, we're supposed to do the videos for them, but with all the COVID and everything going on, it just kind of put a setback to all the plans. So, but yeah, that's definitely coming up soon once all this COVID and let's die down.
How big of a fan of Bone were you?
Oh man, huge fan. I'm talking about. I used to steal their CDs from my uncle. You know what I'm saying? As a little kid, just pop the CD in the Walkman and jam out with the headphones on, man. So big fan of Bone. So with that feature with Lazy, man, it was crazy.
Did you know that you were getting a feature from Lazy, or did you come in the studio and they played it for you? How'd that work?
Actually, that's the remix with Lazy Bone. The original song, Day by Day, is me and my homie, Ace 420 Music. Like we've been doing music together since 6th grade. So we had the song, and Q Bosilini heard it, and he was like, "Yo, I might could get lazy on this motherfucker." And I'm like, "What?" Like, hell yeah! And he made it happen. It went like that.
So what went through your head when you heard the verse the first time?
Oh man, just for real, I got chills listening to it because this is somebody that I idolize and you know what I'm saying, getting game from and style from with the music, especially with them how they put the harmonies in the songs. Like a lot of my style comes from that, and to be on the record with them, man, it's a crazy feeling. I definitely got chills the first time I listened to it. For real.
Yeah, you've had a lot of features of that magnitude, but I could tell that you were a Bone fan, so I figured that one probably hit a little harder.
Yeah, most definitely.
But
Yes,
you know, I don't want to leave anybody out, but you know, out of the string of working with all these legends, and I mean, see, it's not even just big name artists; it's legends.
Yeah.
Whose contribution to one of your songs were you the most impressed with?
As far as their delivery or
just whatever?
Most impressed. And
like which one made you say, man, that shit jamming?
Ah, man, that gotta be the motherfucking MJG on the OG status. Cause he legendary too. I grew up, you know, the same way listening to him. Like stealing their CDs from my uncle too, you know what I'm saying? I was always in his CDs, man. They buying MJG just to hear his voice come on their record. OG status mean do it, don't say it. I was like, oh man, that's it right there. That's motherfucking MJG on the record that I produced and I'm singing the hook on. That's
do I have permission to play that song at the end of the audio podcast?
Yeah, most definitely.
Bet.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so speaking of MJG, I assume you're an 8-Ball and MJG fan like that. Do you think Friend or Foe is one of the most underrated songs in the history of rap music?
Most definitely. I mean, they underrated anyway.
But I mean, that one song, they had a posse cut in the mid '90s. They had fucking they in Tennessee, that shit got E40 on it. You know, it's just a ridiculous song, and I feel like it don't get nowhere near the love it should.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Most definitely.
So when you're you know doing hooks, is it more often that they you know when you're working with other artists, are you having to make it up for them? Are they telling you what they want you to sing? Like, you know, that's one aspect of the game I've never really delved into. How does it work?
90% of the time I'm writing hooks.
And is that because you're creative? Is that commonly how it is, or is that what's the reason for that?
Well, basically just me being a songwriter.
Okay.
That's really what I'm focusing on right now. Like maybe like to give an example, like artists like Sean Garrett, The Dream, Ty Dolla $ign, you know what I'm saying? They write all these songs for people, they all over the track. It might not say featuring them, but they had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm trying to do it like that. I kind of play the background a little bit. But I definitely write 90% of the hooks that I'm on. Most definitely.
You strike me as someone who it doesn't take you too long to make things happen. Without saying any names, have you already got any placements?
Yeah, most definitely.
Is there any you can say?
Nah, I'm gonna keep it on the hush, man, for the upcoming 2021. Most definitely.
Upcoming 2021. Do you have any like hit the ground running plan when COVID stops, or is it you got a wait and see attitude? I guarantee you got a bunch of music stored up over there waiting to be released.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that I'm battling with now. I don't know whether to put an album out or just keep doing singles. It's like an interview Q Bosilini had mentioned. Like you put the singles out and they put all your songs right there together anyway. So it's kind of like no need for an album these days. But I kind of still just want to do one just to have that feel of a collection of songs that I just put together and make it like a full album. So
I mean, I know there's one thing you can kind of get use out of an album is, well, you could press it on vinyl, which seems to be making some money these days. But if you make it a concept album, that seems to intrigue music journalists and they give it more coverage.
Yeah, I feel you on
that. They seem to like that shit. You know, maybe you could hit I enjoy today's R&B. I damn sure ain't gonna hate on it. Like it seemed like, you know, a lot of fans of 90s music just act like ain't nothing on the radio ever worth listening to when it comes to the singing. But I I wish it would go back a little bit further to, like, you know, albums like Trouble Man and Steve, like when every song didn't have to be about love, be it romantic, sexual, or partying, you know, just a little
Mhm.
more, you know, I mean, sometimes it wouldn't even be societal commentary. It'd just be like the struggle that you know, the working man has. Like it's hard to work 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week.
Yeah, for real.
And you know,
So,
like I just R&B seem to make more relatable music, like the shit I grew up with my aunties and them playing.
yeah, most definitely. Definitely can relate to that, especially, man, I grew up listening to like old school. I'm talking about Johnny Taylor, Otis Redding,
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, like, all that's instilled in me. So I
uh,
definitely feel what you're saying.
OJ, shit like that.
Yes, sir.
So do you have a next song you're pushing, or it's just that Thug Party's going hard?
Yeah, that third party, well, they all of them going pretty hard right now.
I meant going hard as far as like where your efforts lie.
Yeah, just really just pushing them collectively. It's like they all out with the big features and the names, and it's like, hey man, they out there just pushing.
So you just trying to get awareness, so you know people know who Frost Forever is.
Most definitely, yeah. That's the plan.
I mean, I know it's been working. I see your numbers have gone up pretty, you know, gradually each time out.
Yeah. Yep. I gotta give all that thanks to Q, man, just for letting me be a part of this team. It's Thug World South, baby.
Well, I
Gotta
mean,
love it.
some of it gotta be, you know, indicative of your own abilities as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just talking about like the opportunities and the platforms. He saw something in me, you know what I'm saying? It was like, man, I need you with me, man. Let's roll.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that affiliation is definitely a force multiplier, and that's typically what an artist needs. You know, it's not
Yeah,
what you know, it's who you know. I'm sure you could tell me 20 people you know who are talented as fuck who working at Whole Foods or some shit.
right. It's the way to go.
Well, I mean, hey, bro, you know, I've heard all most of these songs we're talking about. I'm definitely a fan of your music. I wish you nothing but success in the future. Before we get out of here, where's the best place people can check your music out and check you out on social media?
Well, I say I got a all my links. So you could put allmylinks.com/Frost Forever. And that's FROST, the number 4 EVA, all one word. And that should take you to everything. Or you could just Google Frost Forever and just pick your platform of choice. That's why I usually tell everybody to do so.
They're available on all Deezer, Spotify, Apple.
Everywhere, man, everywhere. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate your time, and you have a good night.
I appreciate you having me, man.
Oh, no doubt. You take it light.
All right.